see you next time.
Bye!
Hi, that's Carleigh, and I'm Michelle, and we're best friends. Here in Ontario, where we live, we get an extra holiday in February, and it's called Family Day. Now here with the history on Family Day is Carleigh Wilson! Carleigh, tell us a little bit about Family Day.
Family Day was first celebrated in 1990 in the province of Alberta, as the premier at the time deemed that it was important for families to have a day to spend together. The reason why the third Monday of February was chosen was to coincide with the holiday in the United States of America of celebrating George Washington's birthday.
I didn't even know they had that day off.
Me neither. For the next 17 years, Alberta was the only province in Canada that celebrated Family Day. And then finally, in 2007, a few more started joining in as well. In 2007, Saskatchewan joined. 2008, finally, Ontario joined the mix. 2011 is when British Columbia started the trend. And finally, New Brunswick finished us off in 2016. So if you're keeping count, that's 5 Canadian provinces, and you know that there's more than 5 Canadian provinces if you went to school in Canada. Manitoba does not celebrate Family Day, but on that day they celebrate Louis Riel Day. If you don't know, Louis Riel was a Métis leader who fought for the rights of the Aboriginal people in Manitoba. Nova Scotia, since 2015, celebrates Nova Scotian Day, and every year they use that day to celebrate a different Nova Scotian. That is such a Nova Scotia thing to do.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love it.
Forget you guys. We're doing our own thing.
Yeah. Finally, in 2009, our smallest province, Prince Edward Island, joined the trend, but they celebrate it as Islander Day. You might be wondering, oh no, what about Quebec? Or Newfoundland and Labrador? What do they do? Well, they don't celebrate Family Day. That's what they don't do. Yukon does celebrate one Friday in February as Yukon Heritage Day, but that day is not a statutory holiday, and the date is actually in dispute. Sometimes it's the second Friday, sometimes it's the third. It's never really consistent.
If you've never been to Niagara, there's a lot of family fun activities as well as casinos and a lot. One of them being the Bird Kingdom, where you can go and immerse yourself in learning about different exotic birds and animals, and it's really fun because there's a part where like they fly around and they land on you and stuff and they talk.
In the same vein, they also have the Butterfly Conservatory. We took James's mom when she came for a visit from England, and she absolutely loved it. It's a really cool experience. You get to go into this room. It's really warm, which is nice in February, and there's just butterflies flying everywhere. Last time I was there, I had a butterfly land on my shoulder, and it just stayed with me as I walked around a bunch. Then you can get up close and personal with some butterflies, but you can also learn about how butterflies become butterflies and what the Butterfly Conservatory is doing to help keep the growth of different species of butterflies. Hello. Hello, pretty guy. Look at you. Hi. I've never seen a butterfly so up close before. Not dejected. Yeah.
Carleigh has made a friend.
Yep. The Winter Festival of Lights is still up until the weekend of Family Day. It's a free, fun activity where you can walk around the falls and just check out the different displays. You can take a drive down different islands and see all the displays on the water and in the trees. You can check out our video up here or down there or wherever. Somewhere.
We did this already this year, and it was a lot of fun. You should do it too. If you're not from the Niagara region or you don't want to make a day trip down to visit our beautiful area, there are some things that you can do in your own hometown as well. One of them is you could create a scavenger hunt. You can create one by yourself, or you can always look online. People are very creative, and you can often find things that have been created for your hometown or your region, such as scavenger hunts for you and your family to do together. You could also have a game night. Game nights are always fun. Michelle and I often have game nights with our guys, and it's just a great way to get together and not just sit around and, watch TV or something like that. If you're a little bit bored of the games that you currently own, you could always go to a board game cafe. We have one in St. Catharines called Ludology. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We tried to go there, but then the pandemic hit and we just haven't made it back there yet. But we want to. The history lover in me is suggesting that you go to a museum. Basically, every town has its own museum. Every town has history or science or just something interesting that's happened in or around it. If you live in a town, though, where absolutely nothing has happened, comment down below and let us know where that is, because I would love to know. But yeah, a lot of museums have Family Day as free entry days. And even if they're not free entry, it's often a very inexpensive day out because they're not there trying to make money. They're just there trying to make enough money to stay open. If you're looking for something fun to do with the whole family, there's always bowling or mini golf. Now, these activities can be a little bit more on the pricey side, but if you have the means to do it, it's a great way to get the kids up off the couch and out of the house and making noise somewhere else. Hi, Pippa. Hello, sweet girl.
This interruption brought to you by Cat.
Hello, you looking to see what's going on? If you're looking for another type of activity to get you out of the house, you could always look up swimming or skating times. Oftentimes on Family Day, regions have different swim schedules or skating schedules, and a lot of the times they have free swims and free skates. So it's a great cheap way to get up and doing something as well. If you're looking for some things that you can do at home, you could create an obstacle course around your house. Or you could play balloon volleyball. Two very simple activities that don't require a lot of prep ahead of time, but can be a lot of fun for you and the rest of the family. Some other fun at-home activities are having a paper airplane competition. Who can fold up the best paper airplane that flies the farthest? I like to do this game or this activity with my students at the end of the school year every year, and it's always so much fun to see what they come up with and to see whose paper airplanes actually do go the farthest. If you guys are more of a talented family, you could maybe have a lip sync competition, or maybe you could do a talent show and you could have judges, or you can make it whatever you want, really. Just something where you are planning performances and performing for other people. Another activity to get you outside that's maybe a little bit different is geocaching. If you don't know what geocaching is, you can download an app and it gives you clues and hints and directions on where you can find all these little geocaches. When you find one, it has other things inside of it. So there's usually like a little piece of paper that you can write down your name and the date that you found it. And there's often like a bring something, take something, leave something sort of idea. So I've gone geocaching with James and we found this little like rope bracelet in there, so we took that and we left something else for the next person to take. So it's just kind of a fun way to interact with your community and to find new places that maybe you haven't been before also. If you live in a cold climate, you could also have a snowman building contest. You want to see who can get the most creative, and it doesn't have to be a snowman. It could be a snow Bjork. Am I right? Comment down below if you know where a snow Bjork would come from. Our last couple of ideas are a little bit more on the somber side, I guess. We've been talking about a lot of fun things that you could do, but you could also use Family Day as a volunteering day together. Get your whole family together and find a worthy organization that could use volunteers for the day. You could maybe contact a long-term care facility and see if there's a volunteer opportunity for you to go in and spend some time with people who maybe don't get a lot of visitors. Or you could serve a meal at a homeless shelter. You could spend some time with cats and dogs who are currently living in shelters. There's so many opportunities to give back to your community.
I know at our local SPCA they have a reading program, so you go and you read books to cats and dogs.
That's really cute.
It is really cute. I actually might go do it once a month.
Yeah. And finally, you could use Family Day as a day to sit down and set some family goals together. This is a great day to remind yourself and the rest of your family about what your hopes for the future are and what you and your family want to accomplish together and individually.
Mm-hmm. Regardless of how you spend your family day, we hope that you have some fun and actually get time to spend with the people that you care about the most.
Even if that's just you.
Yeah.
If you want to spend your family day all alone, by yourself, do it.
Exactly. Thanks so much for watching our video. And don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for even more content just like this.
You can always follow us over on Instagram as well, so you can see more of our everyday lives and some of the behind-the-scenes details that you don't get here on YouTube.
Scandal.
It's never scandalous.
Thanks so much for watching. Bye!